You hate the YouTube algorithm, don't you? You think it's preventing you from getting views every single day. But you'd be foolish to think that, and I'm going to tell you why in just 5 minutes. A lot of you believe the almighty algorithm is there to keep big channels on top and to keep you in your tiny, insignificant place. And if you do fail and you give up on your dream, so what? It's no skin off YouTube's back. You were such a small channel anyway. You weren't making any money for them. Yeah, we'll get back to that myth in a second. I'm Rob, by the way. Hello, vidIQ Nation. Pleased to meet you. I've helped thousands of creators turn their passions into thriving YouTube channels. And I also hate Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll just let that one float in the air for a second. The truth is, there isn't one YouTube algorithm that rules them all. There are literally thousands of them, all interacting with each other. And internally, YouTube doesn't even talk of algorithms. They describe them as search and discovery systems. And the goal of these systems is incredibly simple: to surface the right video to the right viewer at the right time. That is why the same viewer on YouTube, on their mobile phone in the morning, will get completely different recommendations on YouTube when they're watching on TV an hour before they go to bed. But all of this raises a question. How did the YouTube algorithm, YouTube search and discovery systems, get here? Time for a quick history lesson. At first, things were very simple. It was all based off of raw view count and keywords. And some people still think it works like this. And they would be wrong, because it's too easy to game the system with tactics such as keyword stuffing. So YouTube decided that a better metric to use would be watch time. When people watch videos for longer and more videos in a single session, these are all good viewer signals. This meant that there was less reliance on the video itself and more weight attached to how the viewer engaged with the video. Now, this is important, so pay attention. Viewer signals do not include things like comments, likes, and shares, because they're too easy to manipulate. It's all how someone might think an algorithm can be hacked. But that's not how it works, because YouTube's, let me get this right, search and discovery systems are designed for humans and not robots. So the like button's down there somewhere, folks. Don't bother smashing it. I don't care. You're going to smash it anyway, aren't you? Anyway, back to watch time. There was a problem with that. Creators just made longer videos with lots of fluff and not much quality. And that led to a really frustrating viewer experience. And it also marginalized certain creators. It was a great platform for vloggers and gaming streamers, but not so much for animation channels that take 3 months to create 90 seconds of content. And so YouTube's systems evolved once again into this. Whatever this is. Apparently it's machine learning. What this allowed YouTube to do was to personalize absolutely everything for absolutely everyone on the platform. Which brings us back to the simplicity of a system. The right video to the right person at the right time. From this point on, no YouTube homepage, suggested video column, or even search page is the same from one viewer to the next. And what this led to was a shift in video emphasis, and you might be familiar with this term, quality over quantity. If creators want to learn something and get good at it fast, they should go for quantity. Repeat the process, do the reps, develop a YouTube muscle memory. But if a creator wants to build an audience, they should go for quality. Deliver something of value that educates, entertains, and inspires. And in certain times in your YouTube journey, you're likely to adopt both approaches. But we're not quite there yet. Machine learning worked wonders for watch time, but it could send viewers down rabbit holes like sensationalist content and conspiracy theories that would engage the viewer for hours on end, but leave them feeling miserable, not return to the YouTube platform for weeks. And so for the final piece of the puzzle, YouTube implemented viewer satisfaction. YouTube now measures your satisfaction through things like surveys asking you for a rating and how you felt at the end of the content. And when someone taps one of these buttons, they're massive negative signals about the video for that particular viewer. Oh, and sorry about the mess. I'm building some Lego here. In today's YouTube world, there will always be enough choice for the viewer. It's now a question of how that viewer feels from the video choices they make. This all sounds very complicated, right? And it's supposed to be, because the thing it serves, us, are complicated things. And it's unlikely today that YouTube themselves can clearly explain how these search and discovery systems work. Because in truth, it learns and changes every single day. And YouTube themselves are constantly tweaking and experimenting. They conduct around about 300 experiments every year. So when YouTube reports some weird YouTube glitch on Reddit, yeah, YouTube probably actually did that on purpose. So armed with all of this new information about the YouTube algorithm, I've started, so I'll finish. What can you do? Well, first up, not trying to hack the YouTube algorithm is a good start. It'll lead to endless frustration. And even when you do win and find an exploit, YouTube's going to fix it very, very quickly. And you'll be left arguing with robots rather than serving your audience. And if, after you've tried all of these exploits and none of them have worked, you complain to me about the algorithm being against you, well, I'm afraid you're just a noob in my book. So instead of all of that technical nonsense, learn about humans. What do the specific humans you want to talk to value? And how can you share those values through storytelling? What are their goals, desires, and beliefs? And how can you trigger all of that to create an emotional connection within the viewer? That's how you build an audience and grow on YouTube. We all know that YouTube's hard, right? The struggle is real. But that's not going to stop you, is it? Because you are creatively relentless. And now back to monetization and whether or not that influences the YouTube algorithm to give you more views. The answer is right here in this video.